Mmm. Really good. Really creamy. You can really taste the fat in there. Hi, it's Dot from dottotrot.com. My day-long cooking fest is going on. If you happen to see the dishes over my shoulder, don't show them that. I usually pick 1 to 2 days out of the week where I'll do all my cooking for the entire week. It just makes it so much easier during the week, especially if it's a very hectic or busy week where I can just my vegetables are already cut and prepped and ready to go, or I've got a couple of dishes made, so it's just real simple for me to make something for lunch, breakfast, lunch, or dinner without taking a whole lot of time in the kitchen. That's always a good thing. Today I'm going to be making some salad dressings for the week. 2 of them specifically. I'm making in a simple oil and vinegar dressing, and I have it sort of flavor infused going on with the oil right now. And I'm also going to be making something my husband likes to call Big Mac sauce. I guess it tastes like a sauce on a Big Mac, but it really is just the Russian salad dressing that I found on the Atkins website. I tend to use, when I use, it's made out of, it's mayonnaise based, so it gets that really creamy feeling, texture to it. I tend to use mayonnaise made either with avocado oil or olive oil. And the reason why I do that is most mayonnaises you buy at the grocery store are made with vegetable oil. Vegetable oils are very inflammatory because they have a lot of omega-6s, which typically with the American diet, it's like a 15-to-1 ratio between omega-6s and omega-3s, when it should always be a 1-to-1 balance between them. So by using either olive oil or avocado oil, I'm actually increasing my omega-3s while decreasing my omega-6s. That's the idea behind it anyway, but both of them tend to taste significantly better than the one with vegetable oil. Anyway, you use about 3/4 cups of the mayonnaise. You use a 1/2 cup of ketchup, which is either reduced sugar or absolutely no sugar. And you can find those in the grocery store now, which is great. At some point, I'm going to try making my own. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. You want a tablespoon of diced onions and a tablespoon of chopped up parsley. I use curly leaf parsley. You want 2 tablespoons of horseradish and teaspoon, not tablespoon, teaspoon, and then a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And so let me go ahead and start mixing this up. I'm going to go ahead and add in the parsley, which I said is about a tablespoon. Just drop that right in. Same thing with the onions. Whoops. Tablespoon there. And then you want all the ketchup in there. And if you don't remember how my portions or anything, they'll be at the bottom of the video. So you don't have to worry about memorizing anything or writing anything down. So they're right there. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 teaspoons of the horseradish. I tend to do heaping teaspoons because my husband absolutely loves horseradish. And now I'm going to use some Worcestershire sauce. Just a teaspoon of that. Just pour that in, and then you just, whoops, my spoons are going crazy. Then you just mix it up. Actually, I said a 1/2 cup of ketchup. I'm using just a 1/4 cup of ketchup here, not half. That was my mistake, but like I said, I'm going to have the actual measurements at the bottom of the video. So see, it takes on a nice pink hue, which is why I think my husband calls it his Big Mac sauce, because it reminds him of Big Macs, I guess. He does put it on his hamburgers, but this is a very good creamy salad dressing you can use. Now, if you were making your own mayonnaise, and I've done that before, and it does taste a lot better than store-bought, but it doesn't necessarily come as white as store-bought because you're using egg yolks. You would only keep it in the fridge for 2 weeks because you're not adding any preservatives. This lasts a little bit longer because all the ingredients I'm using, for the most part, are store-bought. Obviously, I'm using fresh onions and parsley, but it can last a little longer than 2 weeks. Sometimes you'll notice that the ketchup you'll start seeing like these red streaks in it from the ketchup sort of separating out. You just go ahead and mix it back up. So here you go. I'm going to go ahead and give it a quick taste to make sure it is good if I don't have to add anything to it. Really good, really creamy. You can really taste the fat in there. I'm going to put that aside for now, and now I'm going to bottle cap these so I don't spill them. I'm going to make an oil and vinegar dressing. Now, the secret with oil and vinegar, as I've had to learn the hard way and sort of playing around with it, is you want a 3-to-1 ratio. If you do 1 cup of olive oil, you want a 1/3 cup of some type of vinegar. So what I do with mine, I have a cup of extra virgin olive oil in here. What I love about this little container is that I have the cup measurements on the side, so it's easy I don't have to waste my time or dirty up any measuring cups. But I like to add some herbs and spices to my olive oil and sort of let it sit there for a while to sort of infuse the oil with some flavor. Today I'm using diced up fresh garlic, and just sort of some rosemary and some thyme in here. So it adds a nice little flavor to it. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of, I'm using apple cider vinegar here, but you can use white vinegar if you like, or you can use red wine vinegar. I tend not to use balsamic vinegar simply because it's a little bit too sweet, has too many sugars attached to it. My favorite tends to be the apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead, let me find my measurement side, and I'm going to measure, it's going to go up really high, so I'm going to measure, since I put in a cup, I'm measuring up to 1/3 cup. There we go. And then I'm going to add about half a teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. So just put that in there. There we go. So now, let me follow this. All you have to do is shake it. Put the lid on. Make sure everything is sealed. I made that mistake one time and it shot up to my ceiling. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't nice. My husband was quite frustrated with me, but I have to do shake it. 1/3 the herbs. It's a little cloudy, but that's okay. And there you go. And every single time you want to use it, just shake it a little bit to mix them. The oil and vinegar will always separate out. But all you have to do is shake it up to mix it. And then it's each dressing is serving size is 2 tablespoons. That's more than enough. I find with a salad, I usually only use a tablespoon of oil because the oil and vinegar spreads so much. But with the creamier sauces, I definitely do 2 tablespoons for a salad. So that's my quick take on making your own salad dressings rather than buying store-bought where you can't control the ingredients. You don't really know what they put on there, and a lot of them have sugars in them. No sugar in any of my dressings, and really easy to make, and they taste great too. So see you next time.